What's up, guys? George back again to do my predictions for WrestleMania 35. Takes place April 7th at the MetLife Arena in New York. WWE over the past year has been hit or miss with me. I was doing prediction videos before. I was really into it. My kids are really into it. And, you know, we always get together every pay-per-view with friends. And my buddy, drummer Mike, who I'll be doing the podcast with here in a few, where we're going to be talking about all kinds of shit, wrestling, music, toys, comics, all kinds of nerd shit. So, this WrestleMania is shaping up to be not only probably their longest event ever, but in my mind, half of it's a complete shit show, in all reality, unfortunately. I don't feel the excitement of this WrestleMania that I felt in the past few years. The past couple WrestleManias for me have been pretty fucking good. Just looking at the lineup for this event, I don't have that feeling. I mean, yeah, there's a few matches that I really look forward to, and this year is the first ever female women's main event for a WrestleMania event, which I think is really awesome. Now that storyline has been up and down for me. I kind of, I don't know what they're doing with it. But according to Raw this week, it is a winner-take-all match, because Asuka lost the belt to Charlotte Flair last week on SmackDown, so she has the SmackDown title. Ronda Rousey obviously has the Raw title, and then you have Becky Lynch, who's everybody's favorite at this point. They tried like hell to make her a heel. Didn't work. Kind of like what they did with Stone Cold Steve Austin back in the day. She's like the female Stone Cold right now, where they tried to mark her as a heel, and the crowd wasn't having any of it. So it looks like this event starts at 6 o'clock on Sunday, and it'll probably go till midnight, I would imagine. I don't know what's going to be on the pre-show. I have a feeling it's going to be the Cruiserweight Championship of Buddy Murphy versus Tony Nese. Don't care about that one. What else is there? The women's battle royal with Asuka. They stuck her in the battle royal. She just lost the belt. I don't know why they did that, but whatever. Carmella, Naomi, Lana, Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, Nikki Cross, Dana Brooke, Ruby Riott, Liv Morgan, Sarah Logan, Mickie James, and Zelina Vega, among others, I guess. Not sure what they're doing with that one. I would imagine Asuka's going to win that. Then you have the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal with confirmed entrances right now. EC3, Tucker, Otis, Jeff and Matt Hardy, Carl Anderson, Luke Gallows, Benjamin Shelton, Connor and Victor, Rhino and Heath Slater, Curtis Axel, Bo Dallas, the Lucha House Party, Chad Gabriel, Bobby Roode, No Way Jose, Jinder Mahal, Tyler Breeze, Titus O'Neil, Paulo Cruz, Andrade. And then you have Colin Jost and Michael Che from Saturday Night Live, which I love them on Saturday Night Live, but really no need to have them there. And the biggest one is Braun Strowman. I have no idea what the WWE is doing with Braun Strowman. He's in a shit match for WrestleMania. He should be, at this point, he should have been the world champ by now, or at least fighting for it. I mean, I love Seth Rollins as far as going against Brock Lesnar on Sunday, but it seems like they're just burying Braun. I don't know why. I mean, that's a complete shit match for him to be in. Him of all people. He's had such a good ride over the last year and a half, but no gold to show for it, which is weird. I don't know what they're doing with him. More on that after, I guess. Kurt Angle versus Baron Corbin. Don't fucking care. I mean, I love Kurt Angle. Baron Corbin's a great heel. Don't know why this match. I think it would have been cool if it was Kurt Angle versus John Cena, because that's who John Cena first fought when he came into the WWE. I just don't know the angle that they're going for with Kurt Angle. I know it's his retirement match. It's his last match ever, because he's retiring from in-ring. I would imagine he's going to win unless the retirement is all shoot and Baron wins and Kurt comes back on Raw or something stupid like that. I mean, they've done it before, so. But Kurt really looks old in the ring now. It's a shame. I mean, he's had so many neck injuries. It's like, I'm surprised the guy's still walking, but great dude. I'm gonna pick Kurt Angle out of that one. The Miz versus Shane McMahon, Falls Count Anywhere. Don't understand the feud. I know McMahon assaulted Miz at Fastlane last month. I just don't get it. Just another reason, I think, to have Shane McMahon in a match. Not the greatest wrestler in the world as far as Shane goes, but he is fun to watch. I don't know why the heel turn. Why they decided to turn him heel, but him and the Miz, I would imagine. Falls Count Anywhere, I would imagine the Miz, with his new show starting this week, season 2 of the Miz and Mrs. this week, I would imagine the Miz is going to win that one. Women's tag team match, Sasha Banks and Bayley versus Beth Phoenix and Natalya versus Nia Jax and Tamina Snuka versus the Iconics. The Iconics, I can't stand them. I don't dig their whole persona. I don't dig the way they wrestle. I could care less about them. The interesting is Beth Phoenix and Natalya. That's an interesting tag. An interesting tag team. For as much as I would like to see them win the belt, I don't know how long Beth Phoenix is back for. If she's in for the long haul or just for WrestleMania. I would imagine it's just for WrestleMania, so I don't see them winning the tag titles, although that would be great. And Nia Jax and Tamina Snuka, they haven't really been doing much with them in the ring. I don't know what's going on with them. They just kind of show up whenever. I have a feeling Nia might be... Usually when they do stuff like that, when they're not doing in-ring performances too much or wrestling too much, one of them's injured. Not a major injury, but... and they kind of back off and use them as like, somebody coming in to interfere with the match. That's the way that the vibe I'm getting with those two. I guess if everybody's fine come WrestleMania, I would imagine Nia Jax and Tamina win the tag titles. Although I would like to see Beth Phoenix and Natalya win. This is going to be a great match, I think. The United States Championship match. You got the champ, is the Samoa Joe versus Rey Mysterio. I think that's going to be a really fun match. Rey's, for being in the in wrestling so long, he still has it. He still runs around the ring. He's still pretty active as far as in ring goes. Samoa Joe, I love. I love Samoa Joe. He's a big dude, but moves like a skinny guy. Man, he's all over the place. He's really good. I don't. That's a toss up. I mean, I know Samoa Joe's the heel and Ray's the face, but I gotta go Samoa Joe in that match. I really like Samoa Joe a lot. Intercontinental Championship match. Bobby Lashley's the champ versus Finn Balor. It was announced on Raw this week that it's going to be the Demon Finn Balor that shows up at WrestleMania, which he hasn't done that persona in I think well over a year and a half. And Bobby Lashley, like I said, he's a big dude. But I just think Finn wins this one. I think they finally give the Intercontinental belt to Finn to hold on for a while. But we'll see. You never know. It's a WWE. You never know what's going to happen. Lashley's character, he's hit or miss with me. I liked when he first came back. I was never a big... I like Lashley more so in MMA than I do wrestling, but I'm going to go Finn on that one. He's going to win the belt. Triple H versus Batista, no holds barred match. Triple H's career is on the line. Batista's one of those guys that's just coming back for Mania. I don't see him doing anything past that, so I would imagine Triple H beats him. And Triple H has never beaten him before, so I have a feeling that whole story, they've been playing that whole storyline. So I think Triple H wins. He'll pin him. Like I said, whether Batista's around, I don't think he's going to be. I mean, he's doing more movies than he's ever done before. I just don't see it, him sticking around with the WWE, so I would imagine Triple H is going to win that match. And you have AJ Styles versus Randy Orton. This is unfortunately another throwaway match for me. I love AJ Styles. Not a fan of Randy Orton too much anymore. It's just kind of... I don't know if it seems like the laziness in the ring with him or not. AJ always puts on a great match for the most part. Randy does not always put on a great match. I just don't see the point of that. I know they've been developing the storyline for a while, but I don't. I guess AJ wins. I mean, that's who should win, but who knows? So I'll pick AJ, I guess. Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre. Obviously, everybody knows Reigns is back from his leukemia. He's in remission. I love Drew McIntyre. I love the character. I love the aggression in him as far as the character goes. That's going to be a tough one. I mean, they've been playing on the Roman Reigns, not the leukemia part, but I guess Drew McIntyre gave him a concussion a couple of weeks ago, supposedly. So they've been playing on that on Raw. Every time they get together in the ring, Drew kicks his ass. So I would imagine the tides will turn and Roman will win that match. I don't see how they're going to bury Roman in that match. I just don't see it. Drew McIntyre's definitely a name to watch out over the next year as far as the heavyweight championship goes, either on Raw or SmackDown. Obviously, the WWE Championship on SmackDown and the Universal Championship on Raw, but I would think they're going to give him a major push after this match on Sunday, but we'll see. Next up, you got the WWE Championship, Daniel Bryan versus Kofi Kingston, which I think is a great match. I think it's going to be a fun match. I love Daniel Bryan in the ring still. Kofi's still one of the top guys, I think, for a mid-carder. I don't know if they're going to give Kofi the belt finally on Sunday. I would imagine, since Daniel Bryan's the champ now, I think, I don't know, maybe I'll go out on a limb, and that'll be my upset. Will be Kofi Kingston over Daniel Bryan for the belt. We'll see what happens. But if Kingston gets the belt, I guarantee he's not going to hold it long. Universal Championship, Brock Lesnar versus Seth Rollins. Every time I voted for somebody against Brock, I've been fucking wrong. They just have him holding on to this Universal Championship belt for way too long. And he only does the big pay-per-views. I mean, I know that's the storyline, whatever, but you know, you have to have a champ on Raw at some point. Raw's a 3-hour show. I mean, and the ratings have been terrible as far as Raw ratings go. I guess I would imagine they've probably gotten a little better over the last few weeks since Roman's come back, but it's time. I mean, it's time to drop the belt. You know, it's time for Brock to drop the belt and either go away or, you know, come back at SummerSlam or some shit. But it's time. It's time to have that belt back on Raw every fucking week. I mean, it's just getting ridiculous at this point. And leave it to WWE. They'll probably have Lesnar win, but I'm going to say Seth's going to win. You know, I don't know. I hope Seth Rollins. One person I didn't see on the card at all was Dean Ambrose. WWE came out a few months back and said that he wasn't renewing his contract after WrestleMania, and that he wasn't, you know, he was moving on and leaving the company. They've never done that before, that far in advance with a wrestler, so I right away assumed it was a work, and it's not real. But he is not on this card at all, so there might be, maybe that's where he comes in and interferes with the match somehow and either helps Seth or hurts Seth. So we'll see. If he's going to come out at all, it's going to be in that match, I think. And then the headline match, the main event, is the Raw Women's Championship with Ronda Rousey, Becky Lynch, and Charlotte. Now it is a winner-take-all match since Charlotte is the SmackDown Women's Champion. So that's going to be interesting. Rumor has it that Ronda has been wanting to leave WWE to start a family. I think she signed for 3 years, so if that's the case, you know, you're looking at she's going to be out at least a year, and that's if she starts a family right away. I don't know if that's the case, if that's a real deal or not. It's interesting that it's going to be a winner-take-all match. So whoever wins obviously gets both belts. Now, are they going to turn this into a one belt for both women and for both Raw and SmackDown? Or is whoever the winner is going to have to wrestle on both, at least both shows? If that's the case, it's going to be Becky Lynch, because she's been doing it the last couple weeks. She's been showing up on both the last couple weeks. Actually, the last couple months. And now Charlotte with the belt. She's been back and forth on Raw and SmackDown. So it's, in all reality, Becky Lynch should win. She's the favorite to win, by the fans anyway. Fans love Becky right now. She is the man. So, but that's all I have listed. I know NXT TakeOver New York is on Friday night. That's going to be a great show. I'm actually looking more forward to that than WrestleMania. But and then you have Saturday night. You have the Hall of Fame ceremony, which is always way too long. Way too long. So I'll probably flip back and forth. I'll be watching something else anyway, Phillies or something. But so anyway, the women's battle royal. I got Asuka, Andre the Giant battle royal. I'm gonna say it's either Braun Strowman or I really like what's his name, Apollo Crews. But if they give it to one of the SNL guys, it's just a joke. Cruiserweight Championship, don't care who wins that. Buddy Murphy or Tony Nese. I'll just say Tony Nese because Buddy Murphy's the champ now, but I don't give a shit. Kurt Angle, Baron Corbin, I'm going to say Kurt Angle. The Miz and Shane, I'll say Shane, I guess. Women's Tag Team, I'm going to say Nia Jax and Tamina. United States Championship, Samoa Joe and Rey Mysterio, I'm going to say Samoa Joe. Intercontinental, Bobby Lashley versus Finn. I'm going to say Finn Balor. Triple H versus Batista. No holds barred. Triple H's career is on the line. I'm going to say Triple H. AJ Styles and Randy Orton. Don't care with that match. I'm going to say AJ. Roman Reigns versus Drew McIntyre. I'm going to say Roman, but I don't know. That's a tough one. Daniel Bryan versus Kofi Kingston. I'm going to go out on a limb and say Kofi. That's my upset. Brock Lesnar versus Seth. I'm going to say Seth Rollins. And the Raw Women's Championship of Ronda Rousey, Becky Lynch, and Charlotte Flair. I'm going with Becky Lynch all day long. And also keep an eye out for, I think you're going to see John Cena and possibly The Undertaker show up at some point. I can't see this WrestleMania going without something from The Undertaker in it. There's got to be something. And they've been really tight-lipped with him and John Cena, so we'll see what happens. But anyway, that is it. I hope you liked the predictions. And again, my rant is with Braun Strowman. I just don't know what the WWE is doing with Braun. It's ridiculous. The crowd, the fans love him. I personally think he should have been the champ when he fought Brock a year ago now. A little less than a year ago. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck they're doing with Strowman. I really don't. It's such a waste. He's been in title matches before, and he's gotten screwed over personally. I think he's gotten screwed over by the company as far as not holding any straps whatsoever. He might have had it once, but not for long. But it's just, unless they're going to give him a major push after this WrestleMania, I don't know. I just think they're totally wasting him. It's a shame because he is loved by so many fans, really. And his whole persona is amazing, I think. I know he is a little limited in the ring, but for as big as he is, he's quick, strong as shit. I don't know. It's a shame. I don't know what they're doing with Braun. And a few other wrestlers who I dig, who they're burying. And they've done this before with wrestlers. It's no secret that they haven't buried people before. Now they're doing it to him. I just don't understand it. I don't get it at all. Even give me Braun versus Baron Corbin and Kurt Angle versus fucking John Cena would be a better lineup than. I mean, I know he's fought in Baron before, but God, I just, it's such a waste. But that's enough of that. I don't want to make this video super long, but anyway, if you like this video, click thumbs up. Let me know your predictions below, what you think of the current state of the WWE. You know, I've been doing WWE. I've been watching WWE for a long fucking time. My boys love it. You know, we go every time they're in Philly, and it's just been so fucking stale lately. I just don't understand it. The amount of talent they have there. I mean, this week's Raw was pretty good. I'll give it that. But it is a go-home show to Mania. I didn't watch SmackDown. I never watched SmackDown. But I'll probably catch it on Hulu this week before Mania. But anyway, that is it. Like I said, let me know your predictions below. Let me know who you think's gonna win the women's championship match. I'm curious to see what people think of that. And the heavyweight match is the Brock Lesnar match. I really think it's time for him to go. I like the guy, but I think the character and the storyline, if he doesn't want to be here full time, I get it. He's older. But it's time to move on at this point. So he's not missed. I mean, he shows up when they want him to, which is good. You know, that's on them. He gets a good pop when they come out with Heyman. I really think that they should hook up Heyman with Ronda Rousey. If Ronda Rousey's not leaving, he should be her mouthpiece. That way he'll be there every week, you know. I love Paul Heyman. I think he's the best at what he does, modern day wrestling. But anyway, that is it. Leave me a comment below. Let me know your predictions, and I'll talk to you all after Mania. I'll do a recap video. Peace. Have a good time this Sunday.